Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are currently in a bit of a chill position here, no doubt about that. However, the Ottomans are canceling their access rights to us, that's fine. We do have a bunch of rebel uprisings and a bunch of coring that needs to happen here. So to that end, we're going to have our army maintenance maxed. I'm actually going to turn down our rooting out of corruption because I want to get our interest payments paid off. So we're going to get as much gold as we can out of that for the time being. And we're going to keep an eye, losing 25 legitimacy or a stability. Oof. We'll lose the stability. We're going to keep an eye on the situation up here with Uzbek. I really do want to grab these as soon as they get into some sort of a war. But we do need to be at +1 stability. Unfortunately, we don't have enough for that right now. So we're going to have to bring these guys southward. That's fine. But I do want to grab Levy en masse just to boost up our... Oh, we got cavalry combat ability as well. So there's some national manpower modifier, cavalry combat ability. That sounds good. So we're gaining 439 manpower per month. That's solid. However, I suspect that all of that manpower is happening here. Oh, hang on. They're sieging a location here that has a fort. We can't toggle this while they're there. So, 29 October, I don't know if we get there in time. Which direction are we going right now? I think we were heading towards mysticism. Yes. So we're going to head towards mysticism, and then we can also enforce religious unity here to get 15 more towards mysticism, and that will move us towards the ability to grab a bunch of manpower. So that would be great. We're going to fight them here. Unfortunately, we don't get there in time. But we can definitely win this battle. I think all of our manpower is going up here right now. Okay. So we're going to win that. That's okay. We can start sieging this back. Actually, manpower did come in over here, so that's reasonably fine. I wish we could control what army our manpower went to, but unfortunately, it just kind of seems to go wherever it wants to. We did get a core finished there, and we're just going to work on this siege for the time being. So that looks reasonably fine. Ah, separatists down over here. Okay, I'm going to shift consolidate. We're going to move these guys out, and I'm going to leave these here. So this is 6.5k. I actually think we abandon this siege. We go fight this, and then we come back. I think that's going to be the way to go here. So we'll do that for the time being. There we go. And now we can shift consolidate, and we can bring these guys. There we go. We'll select this unit, put them there. These guys can head back up over here. That's reasonably fine. So we're just going to get that siege done as soon as we can. So that all looks good. Our corruption is currently growing. That's because of our overextension. That is noted. To corruption here. I definitely don't want to get 2 corruption. Lose 2 corruption, though. Absolutely. We'll lose 2 corruption. That's phenomenal. When are these cores going to be done? Very, very soon. Okay. Ajami Separatists, those are down over here. I'm going to send this army to go deal with that. Cool. That'll do for now. We'll get this siege done eventually, but there's those cores coming in. We'll make that into a territory, and I do want to boost up our stability here. Yes, that's going to delay making this into a full core, but for now, we don't really have too much of an option on that. So we're gaining some separatism down here. That's fine for now. We're going to take a base production. That is generally the best that we can do there. And for now, I'm most interested in spending this money on reducing interest. So, to that end, 416 is our current debt. Noted. Okay. So we're going to eliminate these various rebels. No problem whatsoever there. Hopefully this siege wraps up pretty soon. That would be a very good thing indeed. There's another core. Wonderful. And we can make a state down over here. We definitely want to do that. Cool. We can't quite make that into a full core yet, but we'll get there. Our war exhaustion is dropping, as is our overextension. I'm going to move these guys back up to Samarkand now. Magnificent. And this siege will continue for now. So we can make that into a core. Wonderful. I don't want to spend 165 ducats. Losing prestige and legitimacy is tough right now, but we'll do it. We will absolutely do that. And I do want to attack Uzbek as soon as we get an opportunity to. Right now is not the time to do that, obviously. This would be a really, really bad time to do that. So we're not going to do that for the moment, but we'll prepare for it. We may need to consider moving these guys southward again, just in case they need to reinforce this. I think we require 7k here. Yes. So if we end up losing the forces to have that there, we want these guys in Siwi, just in case. So that'll be okay. We could grab trade range, but I think we should probably grab our Diptech. And we have a revolt down over here. Okay, that's awkward timing. I don't think we can get there before they finish that siege any way we slice it. So we're going to finish up our siege here. And then we're going to group in Bakar, is the idea. Hopefully. Hopefully we'll finish this siege at some point. How do we roll here? 49? Okay. Not amazing, but it is okay. We are regenerating a decent amount of manpower per month. I do want to grab the Young Conserve as soon as we can. Ah, okay, we're done there. So we should head into Bakar still. They're going to unfortunately get this siege done. I want to re-mothball this fort. There we go. And we're going to head in over here. So we get the separatism down here, but that's reasonably expected. So all of these estate modifiers are going away. For now, what's our estate situation? We definitely need to get some Merchant Guild estate going on here. So that's fine. Okay, so we're going to take back these areas. And I think that should be all of our rebels for the time being. We can repay one of these loans, and we are certainly going to do that. So we do that right now. Phenomenal. And at this point, we don't need to have our army maintenance up as high either. So we can have that be positioned about here, so we have at least some manpower flowing to the army, but it doesn't really matter all that much. Yeah, this is reasonably fine. So we're going to be making a good amount of cash right now. Our corruption is going up a little bit due to overextension. As soon as we're done in Kalat, that will not be a problem anymore. Our corruption will be going down at that point. Not by much, but it will be going down. I want to get this loan paid off, ideally before it ticks over. And when does that tick over? Okay, we've got a decent amount of time for that. So no real concerns on that front then. Fantastic. How are we doing on our legalism? Or rather, on our mysticism? Minus 73? Okay. After we get this spent, we're going to want to head back over towards legalism, most likely. So that'll be fine. Ooh, diplomatic power for inflation. I would normally do this. How's our inflation doing, though? 2.42? I would really like to be bringing that down. This guy's just too expensive, though. Army professionalism. Sure, we'll take that. And I think we're going to take the dip power. I would absolutely love to get our next dip tech, bringing that up to be in line. That would be great. Do we side with the merchant guilds or the ulema here? We're going to do... The merchant guilds are technically lower, so we're going to do that. That'll be fine for now. And we can also do a proposal here. So the ulema are very upset. What do they want? Religion in Skardu is Sunni. Okay. Manpower of at least 50%. Base manpower in Bakar. That's something we can do. We're going to do that. Where is Bakar? Right here? Sure. So we can just bump that directly up like that. No problem. And how close are we to getting the Young Conserve? And actually we get 1,700 manpower out of that as well. Fantastic. So next month tick, we grab the Young Conserve. Consider that done. There we go. Phenomenal. And then we're at 15.52 right now. We're going to need to repay this loan pretty soon. Total of 223 right now. Yeah. We're definitely going to get that repaid pretty soon. So we do want our inflation to be being reduced. We could spend some admin power to reduce it by 2. And in fact, I'm going to do that. There we go. So we reduce our inflation back below 1%. That looks okay. Ottomans have declared war on Austria. I wish them luck with that one. And Austria has called for a crusade against the Ottomans. Okay. Well, we can repay our loan now, and now our money is going to go back into rooting out of corruption here. There we go. Excellent. So that's looking great. In our religion here, our piety should be very, very soon able to call on religious followers. So that'll be great. We're going to do exactly that. And then we're going to start trying to swing it over towards legalism. We absolutely want to head over that way. So that'll be good. We're just going to grab this mysticism for the manpower. And that'll actually get us pretty close to being at that halfway to the manpower mark. That's not bad. We're currently negative financially, and we should deal with that. So that means rooting out a little bit less corruption here. Something along the lines of that. There we go. That'll do. And as soon as we can, we're going to call on our religious followers. A Jami particularist crossed our borders. What? I don't see any. Okay. Losing a stability or losing government reform progress. Ugh. We're going to lose the government reform progress, but I'm not happy about it. I want that stability, and I want this admin power for right now. So now we can use our Muslim piety interaction. Perfect. 13,266 manpower out of that. And we're going to look to swing this piety back towards legalism from here. So that'll be good. We can grab Diptech 9, which I'm delighted to do. There we go. We can also start expanding our military. With our expanded cavalry combat ability, I'd like to bring these up to 4. So we're going to build 1 here. We need, of course, additional cash to get these built. But we're going to start working on expanding our military on up a bit. That'll be reasonably okay. And our corruption is going to be gone fairly soon. Just a couple of years. For now, we're mostly chilling, but if we get the opportunity to attack Uzbek, then we would be happy to. Right now is not the time, obviously. We're going to build up our strength, and we're going to bide our time. So that'll all be absolutely fine. Trade guilds and fraternity, huh? We absolutely want to go towards legalism and gain the prestige. Now, I believe we are still on the side of... Yeah, we're still on the side of mysticism right now. So we absolutely do need more swings over here. Unfortunately, there aren't really any options for it right now. What is this? Manpower modifier, yearly prestige, or trade efficiency? I like that manpower modifier. Losing prestige is not that big of a deal right now. We have the uncontested cores, so it's okay for now. Now, the Ulema are not happy with us, so we can't really seize this land just yet. We need to let their opinion of us come up. So that's okay for now. No real issues there. We are at 31,000 manpower right now. I want to get this army brought up. In fact, one thing we could think about doing is setting up an army template at this point. And this would end up being... Let's see, current combat width is 25, right? So it would end up being something like that for the time being. Our army organizer just died. Okay, noted. And we could call this our standard army. Okay, so we'll save that for now, and we'll just continue to work on that. I want to double check. Yeah, 25. Noted. So that'll be fine for the moment. And do we want to hire anybody new over here? Well, all of these are expensive. So for the moment, that's probably a negative. I would love to get some yearly inflation reduction here. But sadly, we're not in a position to do that right now. We're just going to keep this guy. We're not going to get that military power monthly, which is sad. But it is what it is. So we're doing okay on our interest. No, by okay, I mean we're doing great on our interest. Uzbek embraced Renaissance. They're Miltech 7. Nogai would not currently join. They're fighting in another war. Okay. We definitely don't want to do this without Nogai. Advisor cost minus 20%. That's nice. No doubt about that. And we are going to work on conforming this to the template, but we're going to need 52 total gold for that. We definitely want to grab efficient tax farming again. We have no vassals, so there's not really any other reason to do that. And we could consider promoting some cultures here with our diplomatic power. It's maybe not a bad idea. Yeah, maybe not. So we'll think about doing that. The Olema are going to boost up their loyalty. Once they get up above 50, we'll seize land, but we can't do that for now. Holland has a golden discovery. Good job, Holland. I wouldn't mind having that cash. No doubt about that. We are gaining a reasonable amount of money right now. If we were to root out corruption further, yeah, we could do that. We've got some provincial unrest starting to brew up here. And this is, of course, because we had the rebellions that we squashed. Those malices are now expiring because it's minus 100 for a recent rebellion. So places like Kashmir here in 4.2 years. In fact, this is entirely in Kashmir, isn't it? Yes, it is. So it's all going to be out over here. Noted. Why is the unrest so high here? 2 base production in Kabul. That's very good. Why is the unrest so high here? Just separatism. And the exploited community doesn't help. Non-accepted culture, sure. We do gain 34 ducats, so we can then conform this to template. And we're going to do that. Phenomenal. So that looks great. When can we seize land here? Not for a few more months. Checking in on the status of colonialism, it's a long ways away. But it is heading this direction. So it'll be a while before we can get colonialism. And yes, we're over our force limit, so we're going to have to turn down our rooting out of corruption a little bit. But we're very, very close to having our corruption gone, so I'm not too concerned about this at this time. We can also grab enforced service to reduce regiment costs. Now, that's the base recruitment cost. Hungary just joined Austria's empire. Okay. Do we want to grab this, or would we rather get Miltech 10? I think we'd rather get Miltech 10, to be honest. We did lose our general. That was our good general, which is sad. We could recruit a new one. This guy's not good. Okay, whatever. Admin Tech 10 is now available. Ah, yes. That's phenomenal, because we can now... Oh, we can't summon this yet. Not until next year. Gotcha. That's fine. So we can grab ourselves... perhaps like offensive ideas if we want better leaders and better siege ability, which would be phenomenal. I think we take offensive ideas, and then for our next idea group, believe it or not, it's going to be quality ideas, probably. So that'll be fine for now. And this army is good to go. This army needs a fair amount yet. So 75 gold to build that. Okay. We can seize land here as of next month. So that's phenomenal. So we'll seize land now. Phenomenal. We can also sell these titles if we really wanted to. I don't think it's strictly necessary. Once our corruption is gone, our economy is going to be in such a good state. Such a good state. Now, we are currently above our land force limit, and we want to deal with that. Chagatai has some issues here. Noted. Hang on, are we interested in declaring this right now? Kazan would join. I might be interested in declaring this right now. Let's move these guys northward, and let's see what our economy would look like. Now, this is a lot of reinforcement here. That is noted. 12.75 is the reinforcement cost. This is a viable thing. We can sit about here, have our corruption still be rooting out. I like it. So I'm going to let these guys move up a bit. Yes, move towards legalism. We absolutely do want to continue to move towards legalism. So we're currently at -9. We want this to be pushing up this way, but it's not doing that just yet. So we are reinforcing extraordinarily heavily right now. I'm going to kill our rooting out of corruption for the moment. Our army is not so grand. I mean, yeah, that's okay. I'm not actually going to do any recruitment for the moment, so that's fine. We need about 1,600 men, and yeah, we're still going negative, but that's fine for now. I want to declare this. So we're not going to co-belligerent them. We call in no guy. And this seems semi-reasonable. We're going to confirm that, and we're going to attack right over here. Now, this is a reconquest war, so minimal war is that we want to take these 5 provinces, right? So that's the idea here. We'll see how much we end up getting. Now, our reinforcements are what's currently... gaining half a point of corruption and losing 71 ducats, or losing a stability. That's rough. We're going to take the stability hit here, but I really don't like it. Okay. We're going to continue to push through here. It looks like Kazan is going to fight Nogai's tribes for them. So that's nice. And we're going to head off over this way. I mean, they do win against those tribes. That's not shocking. So we're going to get these areas under our control. Then do we need to go defend Nogai? It looks like they're mostly attacking Nogai right now. So I kind of feel like maybe we do. Maybe we head this direction for the time being. Potentially. Okay, these guys would head up to, like, Alton. We're looking for a good opportunity to fight them. Uzbek has low Miltech, currently 8. Kazan has currently 9, so they're on par with us in Miltech. Now, we're currently spending 16.88 extra per month to reinforce, and we're going to be done with our reinforcement fairly soon. So this balance is not going to be the case forever. I'm interested in knocking Kazan out of the war, I think. So we would move up over here. And for the time being, we just kind of ignore Uzbek a little bit. So we would push up over this direction. Their capital is currently, or was, occupied by Pretender rebels. That's interesting. We can position up over here, and we can start sieging this fort. So that looks reasonably fine. We're making money now. They have rebels in this Terra Incognita here. Okay. Nogai's rebels are now dealt with. That's phenomenal. So we're going to be pushing in up over here. If we end up fighting their rebels, we're not happy about that, but we should probably do this. 130 ducats? Ugh, disgusting. Okay, so that's not great there, for sure. We're 21% war score. They are down here now. We're locked into this, so we'll just continue to head up there for the moment. Okay. Fantastic. So they're going to start taking back some of this territory. We'll need to go deal with that. And I'm going to swap these 2 armies for the time being. So we're going to bring these guys in, and we're going to bring these guys southward. Okay, yeah, they definitely have a lot of forces down over here. We're going to need to deal with those. So we're going to head down there. I want to get Kazan out of here as soon as possible. I want to get them eliminated from this war. We can enact a government reform, and we could go with, like, sustained discipline for land attrition reduction. We could also potentially go for artillery cost and leader siege. I think we do. Having better siege is always phenomenal. So we're going to continue to head down this direction with half of our force, approximately half. And hopefully, we end up getting this siege dealt with soon enough. Now, they're currently running off down here. We just took out a loan, which is not shocking considering what we've got going on here. And these guys are moving in down here. Now, what is our actual war goal? This is our actual war goal. Okay, so we're going to move down here and stack wipe some small thing here. Claim strength of air. Okay, that'll be fine. So we're going to start capping some of this back. I'm going to split off these guys. There we go. And we're going to take that territory back. Perfect. I want this siege with Kazan to be over very shortly here. And we're going to move these guys down here. Unfortunately, we took a very awkward reinforced tick there. Very awkward indeed. So we're going to have to move another unit out over here. Okay, this siege will be done very, very shortly. Hopefully now, in fact. But it was not done then. We would have definitely preferred it. No doubt about that. Okay. So now we've got all of this being taken back. Perfect. So we're going to make our way over like... I guess Sozak is fine. Something like this. Perfect. Now they're moving in to attack us here. I don't think that they win this, though. We have allies here who have decided not to join us. Okay. That is really unfortunate. We were almost to get this done. Our allies abandoned us. So we're going to have to retreat here. And we lose all of our siege progress there. That is definitely frustrating. Our allies are being jerks. So we're going to then push up over here for now. We're going to take back all of this territory. I can't believe Nogai did that. That was very rude of them. To be fair to them, though, there were reinforcements on the way. So I guess it's kind of okay. Kind of. So we're going to get these territories all back under our control, and we retreated here. Sure, why don't you head up over this way? That'll do for now. We're going to take back this territory. And then we're going to head on in. Perfect. So they're up over here. That's all fine for now. How close is Kazan to wanting to be out of this war? 53. They're quite a ways away from it. Okay, so for now, that's fine. We're just going to continue to occupy out over here for now. And this is occupied by Nogai currently. Noted. So we're just going to continue to push up over this direction. This is okay. Nogai is probably going to occupy this as well. Okay. I'm going to split off some forces out over here. We're going to take over all of this area. Phenomenal. And I'm going to... I'm not going to split these guys just yet. Cool. So we're going to head up over this way for now. Wonderful. And they're just kind of running around up over here. So that's absolutely great for us. We're very pleased about all of that. Of course, we can't take this territory, but to be honest, there's only so much we can take anyway, right? So if we end up taking, say, this out over here. Actually, this would be acceptable. We could definitely do that. You did not finish your siege here. Please finish your siege. Thank you. No guy's going to lose that battle. That's unfortunate for them, but we are busily occupying Uzbek, so this is all reasonably fine. We're going to head up to their capital up here. I would love to get their capital fort occupied. And then we're going to grab here for the time being. Losing some ducats. Okay. Very rude. And they're currently attacking Nogai. I think that's reasonably fine for the moment, to be honest. Unfortunately, Nogai has some forces up here. Yes, continue to move towards legalism. So this is Nogai's siege. Well, we don't actually care who controls this. It's okay, either way. So this siege should go relatively quickly, in theory. Relatively quickly. Hopefully. Now, of course, Nogai is not doing so well down over here. That's understood. So the siege of their capital is now over. We're going to restart our siege up in Kazan, and I would like to move this army down into... Oh, hello. They're taking back territory over here. That's very rude of them. Very rude indeed. I would like to get Kazan out of this war. We don't actually care about their territory. And we did just get some Kashmiri separatists down over here. Very rude. And a pretender. Wow. Okay. What timing on that? That's nuts. So we're going to head down over this way. Yeah, Uzbek has a lot of territory out over here. Do we want to just do like a semi-minimal situation here? We have 144 reasons to not accept this right now. We could do a piece that's more along the lines of this. Honestly, given the situations that we've got going on here, we might want to take this. This gets us everything that we wanted, plus a little bit more. And then we're freed up to go deal with these guys. The rise of a pretender there, and the fact that we have a looming disaster, I think means that we really should get out of this war. So we're going to do that. We got to bail on that one. We did win the war, so that's all well and good. and we're going to move these guys down over here. Okay. With that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. In next episode, we're going to deal with the aftermath of that one, but that was some awkward luck there right at the end. Luckily, we were able to just bail, take the gains that we could, and get out of that one. So it's all good. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.